You know it's bad when the likes of Metro are slagging you off. Doctor Who's moral lectures are becoming harder to justify. This is on metro.co.uk. Right. Wow. Quite crazy, to be honest. And this is on top of brand new figures, which reveal just what I thought. Episode 3, 7-day ratings are 3.23. I said that they would be about 3.3, 3.2 million. Because they are always, without a shadow of a doubt, around the 1.5 million extra mark on the 7-day average. Always. Without failure. It's always the same pattern. As you can see here, literally the same pattern. And episode 4 will be 3 million. As predicted right now. So the viewing figures have created. Episode 4 was the worst of the worst yet. And now mainstream media, I guess you could call them mainstream media. Kind of establishment stuff, you know. I mean, Metro's pretty woke, to be honest. Is now turning on Doctor Who. So basically everyone's turning on them. Because the writing's on the wall, right? Like, you can't really argue with it. Interestingly, Rotten Tomatoes isn't as bad as you would think. It's actually, like, so-so, I guess. This is season 2. They haven't actually allowed individual episodes to be reviewed. Or they didn't before anyway. I clicked on them and couldn't get them up before. Now you see, as you can see here, no individual reviews. But as a whole, at the moment, yeah, it's looking pretty bad. 58% is not great. It's better than last season, though. Last season on Rotten Tomatoes, I think, capped out about... Oh, I don't know. I think it was about 20 or 30% on the tomato meter. So, let's get into this. Doctor Who's moral lectures are becoming harder to justify. Again, from the Metro. Hilarious. It's gotten weird and wacky, which is Doctor Who at its best. Oh, I see. So Doctor Who is having a sensational season, despite the naysayers. But I worry there are clouds on the horizon. Right, oh, okay. And FYI, the quality of the show is alright, actually. Like, some of the writing is alright, but fundamentally it's not Doctor Who. Okay, like, the dialogue for this Doctor is not Doctor. It's not the Doctor Who. So this characterization is not what Doctor Who should be. Because as good as things have been, the show would be even better if it trusted the audience to understand the moral lesson. Ah, I see. Ncuti Gatwa has returned for a vibrant second spell as the Doctor opposite new companion Belinda Chandra, whose one goal is to get back home. There's just one problem, the TARDIS can't take her there. So far, so exciting. In this series already, the space and time travelling duo have been turned into cartoons, Belinda has almost died, and there's even been an almost forced marriage with a vengeful machine. Ah yes, Planet of the Incels. Essentially, it's gotten weird and wacky, which is Doctor Who at its best. But in the latest episode, written by Peter McTeague, I think that's how you say that, Lucky Day, there's a hint of a potential issue. Ah, I see. What's that? During Lucky Day, we checked in with Season 1 companion Ruby Sunday with a poignant portrayal by Millie Gibson of her PTSD after travelling on the TARDIS and joining UNIT on her return to Earth. Ah yes, this is the white man bad. Sort of internet troll guy. She forms a romantic connection with podcaster Conrad, who reveals his true colours pretty quickly. He's actually a conspiracy theorist who believes UNIT is faking the existence of alien life and is determined to take them down. After the villainous Conrad is apprehended at the end, the Doctor flies in for one last monologue where he berates the former for his harmful behaviour, telling him he's special for all the wrong reasons. This actually isn't something the Doctor would do, but okay. So during his speech, the Doctor, who portrays himself as standing up for ordinary people, slams cowards weaponising lies for taking people's insecurities and fears and making it currency. It's a powerfully acted moment from Shooty, which just about salvages it for me, but the content of the speech itself does leave something to be desired. Oh, right, okay. What's that then? It almost feels like unnecessary repetition, hammering home the point of the episode by directly addressing the viewer, rather than conveying the message via action and dialogue. You know why, though, don't you? Because Russell T Davies can't help himself. Now, obviously, this wasn't written by Russell T Davies, but he would have oversight. And he can't help himself. He just can't help himself. Because he wants the audience to know, he wants the fans to know that they are hated. The on-the-nose explanation, as though it doesn't trust the viewers to understand the themes of the episode. No, they don't understand you to understand. They don't trust you to understand the themes of the episode. They think you're stupid. That's modern TV writers through and through. Could have been improved by focusing on the Doctor's wrath at his friend being hurt and defending Ruby. And perhaps the monologue would have landed better if it didn't feel like there was a similar scripting in nearly every episode this season, banging the point over the audience's head. So even Metro has now realised. Even Metro realises that the writers of the show hate the audience. They hate the actual fans. Amazing. Sometimes it is needed, but sometimes the context can do the talking. For example, in Lux, although addressing segregation in the 50s, America is necessary and it's powerful for the Doctor to stand against it, it seems strange to explain to Belinda why they weren't allowed to sit in a certain section when she would surely already know. It was a small moment that came across as unnatural. And in Robot Revolution, we're told that AI is an incel. Despite all the creepy behaviour that we saw just half an hour earlier. Yeah, that was funny. Oh, Al, sorry. Yeah, that was weird. In the Christmas special Joy to the World, it's made clear multiple times that the Doctor is lonely, only for Joy to use her final words to tell the Doctor he is, you guessed it, lonely. Yeah, because TV writers actually think you're dumb. And now even Metro realises that. The first season is no different from the lengthy speech about loving yourself in Space Babies, to both the Doctor and Ruby reiterating the point that Ruby's biological mum being completely ordinary is the reason why she's so wonderful. Yeah, again. Because they think you're dumb. Of course, as a family show, there needs to be a certain level of exposition to make sure the message is translating to all age ranges, but the show has proven its mastery at allegory and subtextual plotting before with episodes like Boomtown and Dalek, which exposed the morality of killing an enemy without quarter. And Water of Mars, which reckoned with the Doctor's dangerous penchant for power trips when left alone too long. Of course, there are episodes scattered throughout the show where the message is laid out in explicit or even clunky terms. I love the fact that they just say, the message. So funny. However, the impact of the past two seasons' big moments like Dot and Bubbles' outrage and the Doctor's anger in Lucky Day has been dampened by spoon-feeding the point almost every episode. Especially in Lucky Day, where there's been far more discourse on the impact of UNIT's perceived untouchability as a military organisation than on whether Conrad was good or bad by the end. Obviously he's bad, yeah. This is certainly not a criticism of the show's attempt to explore difficult topics, from racism to the dangers of online conspiracy. It's what the sci-fi series has always stood for, has it? And that shouldn't go away anytime soon, despite what angry anti-woke critics claim. But by giving a lighter touch to exposition and moral diatribe, and more gravitas to the complexities that it offers, whilst trusting Shooty's ability to convey emotion with one simple look, would go a long way in making the episodes flow by without feeling slightly patronised. Nor is it asking for it to be thrown out entirely. As mentioned, the show does have a long history of making the point explicit, but making it slightly rarer with a nuanced delivery will allow those necessary end of episodes and small moments to feel all the more powerful. This is amazing. So what I find funny about this is she rightly identifies that the show is actually addressing anti-woke critics, basically, right? And also just fans. So she rightly identifies that. But she wrongly identifies their motivation behind doing what they're doing. Like, they hate the fans and the critics of the show so much that they want to make it explicit, even at the behest of making other general viewers feel condescended to. Quite comical, really. So there you go. The ratings suck. Moral lectures suck. All of this sucks. But it's very funny.